So here's how to tear apart a Dell Inspiron 1521 laptop. I've had this thing since 2007, so about 7-ish years. And I've had to tear it apart to clean it up a little bit, clean out the dust, and I'll show you how to do that. There's a lot of little screws, so make sure you have something to put them in. You'll need a small Phillips screwdriver and probably a little flathead or some little tool like this. First, tilt the screen all the way back. Pop this up. Should be pretty easy. Let's take this off. Set it aside. Next, hey, there's my reflection. Next, you'll remove this screw, this screw, this screw, this one, this one, this one, and that one. With those screws out, you can now remove the keyboard. There's also the ribbon right here that has it plugged in. And then also this plug, you want to disconnect this also. Okay, you know that's done. You close it, flip it over. Then you have a lot more screws here. Start in the bottom corner, there's one here, 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 and here. Don't do these four, that goes to the hard drive. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. That screw, that screw, that screw. And then one right here. And one right there. So basically, every screw except for any going to a plate, like this one, these two, and these four marked for the hard drive. Now I have all those screws out. Next, remove the battery. Okay, battery's out. Now this should just split right in half. Now inside here, there are two plug connectors still connected. Let's see if I can do this. So don't just tear it apart real fast, but just start on one side and work your way around. There we go. Wait. There it is. Alright, there's one plug, one connector right here. Then there's one straight back on the inside. Disconnect those, and then it'll be mostly apart. Alright, I use two long flathead screwdrivers to pull the plugs apart. Now you have access to the inside. I had this apart about half an hour ago. I cleaned it up, and I took off the heatsink copper bar here, and I took this off here and added some thermal compound. It was getting a little too hot and shutting off after about 2 to 3 minutes of runtime. So I added some thermal compound, and it worked. It doesn't overheat anymore. But there's a little piece of foam inside here, and it's hitting the fan, so I'm taking it apart to fix that problem. To remove the thermal heatsink, there's just these 4 screws here, and they're not in there very tight. So take note of that when you put them back in. They're just Phillips screws. Alright, now it's all back together. I have no bonus parts left over, like screws and stuff like that. No extra parts.